I'm really privileged that I've been called here as one of the speakers on this event today. And before I begin, I would like to congratulate the organizers for thinking it fit to organize such a meeting where different stakeholders are together to deliberate on the issues which are confronting our country and to find some workable solutions. And as I can see that the private sector has come forward to carry forward the education growth trajectory of our country. So I really congratulate the organizers for this, for thinking of organizing this. Before I start talking about what my personal opinion is about the way things should be done, I would like to brief this August gathering about what CBSE, as one of the national boards of the country, national examination boards of the country, is doing. One of our major tasks is to organize examinations for grade 10 and grade 12 students. For grade 10, we organize these examinations for about 10 lakh or about 1 million students across the country. And for grade 12, this is 8 lakhs, that is about 800,000 students. The number of subjects which are offered at grade 12, that is really a large number. About 150 odd subjects are offered by the Central Board of Secondary Education to the students, and there is complete flexibility there. A student has to take one language, which could be any of the 34 languages that we offer, which include Indian languages as well as foreign languages, and then 4 electives, which could be drawn from any of these sectors like science stream, commerce stream, or arts stream, or vocational stream. In order to implement any change, in order to bring about any change in the education system, the single most important thing which is required is to bring about the changes in the examination system. We have implemented the continuous and comprehensive evaluation, and this was implemented not off the cuff. This was not done without doing any homework. In fact, when the National Curriculum Framework of 2005 was adopted by the Government of India, by the CABE, the highest policy-making body, one of the major recommendations there was to make these grade 10 board examinations optional. When this issue came of making these board examinations optional, then there was a natural question as to what should be there in its place. So therefore, again, when we researched what different committees and commissions have said, we found that most of them had recommended de-emphasizing the external examination and bringing in more and more of school-based assessments. So therefore, we thought that if the board exams are done away with, if they are made optional, we should have a system of continuous and comprehensive evaluation in place so that the child is not denied of the assessment, which plays a crucial role in child's improvement. There could be a situation in which nothing happens at all inside the classroom and the child just moves over to grade 9 and thereafter to 10 and thereafter to 11. So therefore, we thought that taking into account the practical situation that is existing, it might be a good idea to have a number of formative assessment tasks, but out of those, take the best one which will also count towards the final grade of the child. This is very different from what is happening, but this has reassured us that in the process, while we are in the process of reforms, there will be no compromise of the academic standards. And the result is there for us to see. In fact, we did thereafter a small random survey sometime in January this year to find out as to how these children who have passed out of grade 10 in the last year, how they are performing in the grade 11th when they came out of the system. We compared their performance with the performance of the students of the previous years who had not undergone this changed evaluation method. If there is some good practice that is happening in one of the corners of the country which may be completely unaware of, the same practice could be used by others across the country as a part of the system. So the purpose of these training programs is not only one way that we equip, we empower the teachers, but it is also other way around also, that there could be a lot of learning which might be lying across the country and which CBSE on its own cannot do. So we are helping, with the help of these agencies, we are also aiming to know these good practices which are existing across the country so that it could be integrated in the system of training that is happening. While we are doing so, one of the other concerns of the parents have been that some of the schools are not implementing it properly. That while X school is implementing the reforms properly, the other school is not doing so. But in this context, we are also wanted to communicate to the school community, to the parents, that while we are talking of continuous and comprehensive evaluation, we are talking of improvement in the processes. And in that, I think a great role will need to be played by the parents. So therefore, we have also started this program of parent advocacy. As of now, we are doing this program on our own, but we realize on our own it is extremely difficult to reach across the country. So there again, we are going to seek the help of the private education providers who could come forward and help us in this endeavor of carrying this message forward to the parents as to what change these reforms mean, what to expect inside the classroom. If we start again comparing the present reforms with the past practices, I think we will not be doing justice to the reform. So there again, we are going to seek help of the private partners to help us in carrying this message forward to the parent community. We have also started a small pilot project called CBSE International, which is basically an internationally benchmarked curriculum. It was started in the schools outside India because we have about 120 odd schools affiliated to the CBSE in the countries outside. In these, in a few of these schools, in about 23 of them, we started this pilot project of CBSE International, which is focusing, among other things, a lot on the life skills, on creative and critical thinking skills, and ICT. There, again, the teachers' empowerment is a big issue. And for that also, we are going to seek the help of the private partners to carry this message forward. Because we have also decided that from next year onwards, the CBSE will also be offered on a pilot basis again to the schools in India too. For this, we are going to select the schools this year. We will prepare their teachers, their heads of the institutions, and from the next year, the classes will start.